Hey guys, so I wanted to talk to you today, kind of about YouTube and money and how I plan to do things like that going forward. So I first want to say that I appreciate everybody that does these super chats when I go live, that has donated or has bought merch. I really appreciate that right now when I'm trying to get the van, and any of the funds that I get from stuff like that, that's what that goes towards. Um, when I got the Xbox a couple months ago, that was out of the disability income that I get, and that's the thing. Like a lot of days, I can't go out and move a lot. Anyway, a lot of days I'm stuck right here watching YouTube. Um, and so there's going to be days in van life when that's all you're doing in general anyway. But so that's the income that I'm going to basically be relying on. So that's why I don't mind donating part of the YouTube income that I get in. And why you didn't see one this last month is because for October, I didn't make that $100 cutoff. So since I didn't make that in October, it got rolled over, and it'll come in December because made enough in November uh, for November to come, and then it just one in October gets paid for. So a lot of the smaller YouTubers that you see, um, you don't get paid out until you get $100. And for especially for the smaller creators, stuff like memberships and Patreon and stuff like that, it really helps pay for some of those expenses. But you guys don't have to do that. And just watching my videos, like I said, that it helps me out, and I'm really trying to hit the 100 views. But um, I have that other stuff there in case people want to. And right now, when I'm trying to build towards saving enough to get the van, every little dollar that you guys help out with has helped me out a lot. And so I kind of want to talk about um, the merch store that I have set up. And most items that I have in there, uh, there's a few items that I make like $1 on. Some of them I make $3 on. The Beard Up Challenge uh, 2020 shirt. I don't make any of the profit that comes from that. That goes towards Ivy's Board and Homestead. And I haven't sold any of those yet. There's been, I think, 3 people that have bought out of the merch store since I started the merch store, which is Simple Life Reclaimed and Van Vita, and I believe Kristen World Outdoors bought a sticker on there. So I'm not making a lot of profit off that store either. So, but I want to have that there in case you guys want to support that way and then get a little item in return. And so I try to keep the prices lower on a lot of stuff, like especially the stuff that's just that isn't necessarily like family. That's just the Bob's Adventure. That's just the name of the channel, stuff like that. I try to keep that low where it's like $1 that I make off of it or something like that. But I wanted to tell you guys, I really appreciate it, and you guys being here and supporting me in that way right now as I'm working towards getting the van. Um, and so I kind of get when I see people um, when I see people going after um, other people for having different ways to support channels, whether it's being memberships or super chats or any of that stuff. it's like it really rubs me the wrong way, because that stuff there is all voluntary for people that want to do that and want to support people. And I don't know if it's people that get upset when other people get them, or what goes on with that. But it's always rubbed me the wrong way, especially from other people that do YouTube, and ones that maybe worked hard to get where they're at. Like, don't begrudge somebody for having those options. And I know this is a longer video and almost a rambling video, but I wanted to get one up there and talk about this stuff. So after I get the van, still donating, and the money that I continue to make, or super chats or anything, are going to go right back into the channel. And then, like I said, eventually, like once I have um, uh, in the future get a laptop that I can edit on without having to edit in the cloud, so that I don't have to rely on internet service to be able to edit, and that I can just upload a video, stuff like that, right? Once I have stuff like that down, then it goes towards eventually getting that piece of land to build that camp YouTube on, because my body's already beat up from traveling over the years, so it's not like I'm going to be able to travel a lot for any super length of time. So I'd like to get that piece of land eventually to build, the place for everybody to come and hang out part of the year, right? Have a place up here in the north where it's nice to spend the summertime, and then people have a place, they can go down south. I have a place down south in the wintertime to go spend. So that's kind of what I want to do, and then still get to hang out with everybody, saw everybody come around. But that's where it will go towards. So any like the living expenses that I have, food, all that kind of stuff, I'm going to go out of the other income that I have coming in. And then once we're on the road, all the money from YouTube is going to go into the breakdown emergency fund, all that kind of stuff. It goes into there. And then once that's built up good enough, then it starts going into the pile for, the property, or to upgrade it, things here and there as needed for the channel. So I'm not going to really try to take anything out of the channel as a whole, probably for years down the line. And then, I've been looking at it, and I don't know if years down the line, if I'm going to be where I'm going to be doing a bunch of things, if companies want me to promote something. I don't know how often, when I get to that point, I don't know how often I'm going to do it. It may or may not be often, but I don't think it's going to be too often. But that's kind of my plans right now. I know this is a longer video, and yeah, just if you want to buy some items to support me, I'd love that. If you want to become a member and support me that way, I'd love to have you as a member. If you don't want to be a member, don't worry. There's nothing that I don't put any videos or anything like that behind behind a membership or anything. I'll never do that. one of the things that I may ever do with that is I may release a video early or get some feedback from members on what they think of a video before I release it out. So I may do stuff like that, but I'll never keep videos from you guys if you never support me with it. But I kind of want to talk about that today because just as somebody who's gotten here, and I kind of wanted you to know what to expect. It's there are some months you might not make that cutoff, and that's just the way it goes. And I'm excited to get out, on the road, and you probably are not going to see me promote a lot of my videos right now. So I do appreciate all you guys that are here and watching during the time when we're not doing too much. But I wanted to at least come on and talk about that today. And so they may not all be talky or two Bob videos that are super edited. There may be some talky ones in here like this one if I have something that I wanted to talk about with you guys. But that's kind of where I'm at. So thank you for taking the time to listen today. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.
Come on, children of the sun. Come on, city lights. Let the world be your oyster. Have them fall into their knees, begging, please. Oh, we don't want love like this. We want all or nothing. No, we don't believe in playing safe. No, we don't believe in playing safe. Patriots, be rebellious. Cliffhangers are what we need. Stop the giants, tame the lions. Have them fall into their knees, begging, please. Oh, we don't want love like this. We want all or nothing. No, we don't believe in playing safe. No, we don't believe in playing safe. You can try to change us. Do your best to change us. We don't care. You can try to change us.